Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing a review for Raven's Mewtwo. He requested do an analysis here, so I thought I'd also just kill two birds with one stone and do the review on the stream. So anyone who wants to watch can also benefit here. It's offering me $5 for a set analysis. I figured that's pretty fair. So if anyone else wants to get in on this, just hit me up and see what I do based on demand and how much people like it. Of course, the prices may change, and maybe also depending on the length of the sets. But for now, I'm just looking at $5. Something that just gets me a beer at a bar. No big deal. All right, and so we're gonna go and just jump right into it, and see what this dude's got. This looks like it's got some Fox Falco sheep.
Ready? Go!
Alright, starting off nice. So Shadow Ball is always a really good check. What we got, the information we got immediately here is that this fox is really uncertain on what they want to do. They immediately just said, okay, screw the Shadow Ball, I'm going to go to the top platform. Usually this tells me when I play against a fox that they're going to try to be a little bit annoying, and also they have no idea what to do against this character. Sometimes. But other times it can mean they know exactly what to do with this character and they want to feel out how I'm going to move and try to take advantage of kind of the glaring weakness the Mewtwo has, which is chasing onto that top platform. So let's see how Raven will respond here. Alright, so he comes down, does a Shine Stall, and Raven now has really good position. Like, this is actually wonderful. You play on the side platform, because if you rise with neutral air, that is probably going to beat almost anything, especially if you wave lands, because there's 10 frames of lag there. Mewtwo's jump goes out 6 frames, so at frame 11, neutral air is out. He has to recover from that, and then shield drop and back air. And back air comes out frame 4. So he's going to be at a frame disadvantage, one of the rare times if he decides to try to attack Mewtwo here. So you want to take full advantage of it, because the only thing that he could possibly try to do is jump away from the neutral air. So let's see what happens here. Alright, he wave lands off and then double jumps back. You decide to wave dash back down tilt, probably thinking that he was going to land. I really think neutral air was the best option here. Anytime you get pretty much anyone on this platform, neutral air is amazing because in the age of shield dropping, neutral air shield stabs everybody. Like even Sheik, who has like basically the best shield in the game, gets shield stab from a rising neutral air underneath them. Eventually, it will crack their shield, and it will give you advantage. And if they stay on that platform, you can continue to do it. And if they DI away, and they go to the other platform and force tech, you can follow and continue to do it. You can steal a lot of percentage with neutral air on platforms. That's basically like how I win on stages with platforms, is by forcing people onto those side platforms and just abusing how good neutral air is. It may seem scrubby, but it is. There's a reason why people use neutral air so much. Is because it works especially in that position. Maybe not everywhere else because it'll just get blown up by back air and neutral air. But right there, definitely use neutral air. Though down tilt is a cool call. The weakness of that is that if they decided to back air, that down tilt wouldn't have worked. Alright, so eventually got grounded. He got a really nice wave dash down tilt. He wasn't anticipating it, so he wasn't crouch canceling. Just good. Usually at 0, I always do down tilt into grab. So down tilt and then just JC grab. For the IASA frames, you can avoid accidentally like jabbing by basically always doing jump cancel. It will slow your grab one frame, but it's worth the execution. And so you went for a second one, and then you dashed away, which actually worked really well because he was mashing Shine. Though, I think just going for the grab would have worked regardless because that Shine was really slow. But that's a good mix-up in other situations where it's a little bit more ambiguous what they're going to do. If they're crouch canceling, though, you don't have enough time to dash away from their Shine retaliation, so usually you just kind of have to eat it. So that worked out really well. At this percentage and in this stage positioning, I would probably still up for up throw, because up throws shouldn't reach the top platform, and most of the time they're going to DI away. And it's at a position where you might, like if they DI like this way, you might be able to get the forward air still, and still force tech. And otherwise they DI away, then it just straight up forces tech, and so you just wave land on platform, and then you can continue. And usually just opt for down throw because they'll stay on the platform if they DI in, or if they go away, they'll be put in an offstage position where you might be able to forward tilt, force them off stage, and get some cheese going. But let's see what throw. Back throw onto platform. This can work. I mean, that's where style comes into play. A lot of other Mewtwo's might opt for something like that, and I don't think this is necessarily bad. If he tech rolls away, it can be really difficult to follow up though, because you have to basically perfect wave dash, and you might be able to get up tilt, but they could probably shield in time, and then also instantly fall off the platform and try to punish you from the vulnerability frames of up tilt if you're too slow. They tech in place, you only have a couple frames to act on it. Neutral air might still work, but if they wake up Shine, that actually might win just because they only have one frame of vulnerability. So I guess we'll see how it goes. So yeah, he techs in place, but he shields. Neutral air would have been the stronger option, so he went for up air, and he didn't punish you for it, which is good. Missed L cancel in the back air. Probably didn't need to throw that out for the wall because at this percentage, back air is basically just going to get you grabbed or hit anyway. But I can understand, the panic of just wanting to throw a box out because you're vulnerable. But Mewtwo doesn't really have that benefit. He's not Marth. He's not Sheik. He's not any other character that can just throw out an aerial wall, L cancel, and get away. Like back air is really, really slow on L cancel. You pretty much don't want to do it unless they're at absurdly high percentage and you sweet spot with base. And the sweet spot is actually the base of the tail for back air. So yeah, generally not super strong on the ground. You want to be careful of those teleports back into center while they're there. Practice being able to go to ledge from that position, or just having the presence of mind to just utilize your double jump. Go high, feign like you're going high, read where they're going, and just make sure you can teleport to a place that's difficult to actually punish. Anyone with good reactions there could have blown that up. Like up smash and grab both come out frame 7, and those are both really good instinctual Fox moves that could have been used. But fortunately, he just didn't seem to be certain what you were going for, so he didn't do anything. He got away. Falling up there, yeah, usually a pain in the butt. Kind of just have to respect it most of the time. Down tilt could have worked if you were spaced a little bit away, but at that point, yeah, it's already coming out. It sucks. It's doesn't look like he knew to follow up with more up airs, because once you land that, it should just lead to 1 to 2 more up airs, but he opts to just shine, so that's kind of weird. Alright, you landed. Alright, after you landed that forward air and got him grounded, came back on platform again. Definitely recommend just pouring out neutral air. It's going to get you alive. If you hit with all hits of it, that's like 18%. It's a really high damaging move, and it gives you tempo. Going for forward air, you have very few active frames on it. It's pretty difficult to land on a tech opponent unless you just have a hard read. And well, you didn't. I would just take the free damage unless you just absolutely know where they're going to go and you can land it. Nice shield drop up air. Something that I don't really utilize much because I haven't really looked at getting controllers that are consistent at it. But shield dropping has potential to help Mewtwo a lot because I mean neutral air is 5 frames. I believe up air is 7. So these are all not too bad ways to kind of punish people for trying to poke you on the platforms. But generally, I just light shield and just get away. I like to reset back to neutral a lot. I'm not really as much about instant retaliation on my playstyle, but well, that's not a bad thing. Just a little bit too early. With practice, you'll get better at doing those down tilt anti-airs because that actually does work. Down tilt hits deceptively high, and it does work against neutral air approach at that exact space. But yeah, the timing can be really, really difficult. But I think you'll get that with more practice. Fine. Yeah, he's doing weird things. Like, he probably thought you were going. Like, the most rational thing is to cover base, and then if you go on the platform, then react. But he's trying too hard, I think, to guess where you're going. I don't know if that's going to change as the set progresses, but right now he definitely looks lost, and you should definitely take advantage of that. Going for the raw confusion there. If he back aired, that probably would have hit. And that's not too bad of an idea, except you should know as a Mewtwo player the weakness of landing confusion. Anyone who does know is basically always going to work against you. But if they don't know, then it gives you a free tech chase, and it's actually a very, very strong option to deal with aerial spam because of grab priority. Though I think if you had the hard read on confusion there, I would have opted to just micro space against it and just gone for hard grab instead. But it's not necessarily a bad idea. I mean, take advantage of opponent's ignorance. I mean, that's what Mewtwo is all about. Mewtwo is smoke and mirrors. He's a very bad character, but you can appear deceptively good. He can appear as a deceptively good character in the right hands. Back throw from center stage. I I always recommend doing pummels at these percentages because pummels gives you an extra like 5 to 6%. And the electric pummels actually have more hits done than regular pummels. So Mewtwo's pummel is a really good way to get a lot of effective damage that you wouldn't get otherwise. Because the throws are pretty strong as 10%, but I mean adding 2 pummels there would have gave me an extra 15. That's like landing a Fox aerial. And back throw, since it doesn't give them to a position where you can get a clean edge guard, I probably would have opted for down throw, especially if they DI in, because then you can get down tilt regrab, or double down tilt, or down tilt forward air into up air. Like you can get a little bit more mileage out of bad DI. And then if they DI, especially from this position, if they DI normally, most of the time they're either going to tech in place or tech roll away, and away is going to lose some distance because of the edge, and usually can cover that tech with a perfect wave dash. I'm not sure how good you are at reaction tech chasing, but that is one of the most optimal ways to fight against all the fast fallers. Utilizing down throw tech chases when they're cornered, like in this space here, is basically how you're going to get most of your money on platform stages, more so than up throw, more so than cheesing with back throw edge guards. It's basically forcing them into these zones where they tech in place, and your down throw just becomes significantly more effective because anytime they try to cross you up, that's the easiest one to react to. So you just simply turn around and then you back throw because now you're in this position instead of in this position, and now your back throw becomes more effective, and you've tacked on an extra 20% from the down throws, plus pummels. And so there, I think you were just denying ledge is really, really good. That is something I will always tell people to do. That's one of the core fundamentals of this game. Deny ledge, and from denying ledge, you can more easily cover the other options. The only negative thing here is that I think you were too hasty in doing that. You want to deny ledge in positions where you think they will instantly be able to get it. He's at a height where he could not get to ledge before you, no matter what he did. So you want to wait to see what they do. If they tank the forward B, then you're looking to cover this area where they like to ledge cancel. Since he up B'd, from here, instead of going to ledge, you should have stopped here, waited to see what level they get to. Because when they get to a level where they are below this ledge cancel, then okay, you're going to defend. You're already defending this position, so it's less likely that they're going to go onto stage against you. If they do, you shield and then wave dash punish. But once they get to this level, now you're looking to wave dash grab ledge, because even if they do 4B there, you can still get up, wave dash, and try to punish. Whereas if they drop lower, now they're forced to 4B into you since you're there, or if they have to up B, and now that double jump back air is going to be effective. You don't here is too high, so you basically just want to funnel them to your stronger zone by maintaining your presence here, because this is a no flight zone for you. If you just full hop back air here and you just get back air, and you win. And then by being here, not going to ledge, you force them. You either force them to make decisions there in the no flight zone, or you force them to play the game lower, where they probably have to up B, or they have to 4B into stage. 4B into stage is probably the best option, because yeah, they eat a lick or two, but they get to eventually get out of your combo and play. So you have to repair it again, and a little bit of the same problem. You full hopped, like you're looking to back air in case he started up B'ing, but you still want to maintain your ground so that you have access to all of your options. That's really good. I don't trust myself to ever really go for those that often, and I don't know why. That's just a really good edge guard. If you can do that consistently, then that is awesome. When he's on ledge like that, you want to be careful coming down like that and waiting. Most players will probably punish you. They can just instant double jump shine and force you to do a bad up B. If he's going to hold ledge and not show that he's capable of doing ledge wave dash and then getting back to ledge like super quickly, just take center stage. Like, this is where it's safe to do that long teleport, because as fast as Fox is, he's not going to be able to beat your teleport, 4 frames of lag, and up smash you in time. You can just teleport and roll away, and now you have all the stage again to fight. That's one of the best things about Mewtwo, is that edge guarding him is really difficult, and if they don't respect your recovery enough, then you basically get to reverse them instantly, and they have less space to dash dance on you and run, and you basically get to corner them for free. He resets neutral super well, so having a strong neutral is basically key to playing Mewtwo well. Rising neutral air there is kind of questionable, just because up smash will beat that, but he decided to respect it, so run with it. There's that neutral air. Easy money. There's the easy tech. If you had a little bit more presence of mind, you could have reversed DJC forward air again, or even just dash turn around DJC forward air, or to turn around rising forward air and continue the combo. Turnaround down tilt probably could have worked if you absolutely knew which way they were going to DI, but you did kind of drop that combo. That's unfortunate. At low percent, down tilt shouldn't be something that you're looking to spam. You want to use it as more of a counter hit tool. Ultimately, what you're actually looking for should be more grabs at low percent, because you want to erase crouch canceling from the equation, because crouch canceling is going to destroy down tilt. You don't want to give them that kind of intel. So being down tilt to wall off against certain aerial approaches, and then down tilt as like a measuring stick, and utilizing grab is generally going to be much stronger at low percent. But yeah, this fox is very scared of you. I would probably, I mean, that might just come with more confidence from playing Mewtwo, but if I were playing against this fox, I would be looking to eat him alive. If he's going to be that scared of me, I'm looking at these full hops, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to get underneath you, and I'm just going to up tilt, because he's doing lots of full hops, and then his dashes are really short because he's just not sure where you're going to go. You're not doing perfect wave dash down tilts against him, because you can do long wave dashes against those dash dances and blow him up. Shield grab. Yeah, remember to pummel. Hey. Spear. Oh no. Fluff teleports. All been there before. Yeah, with pummel that actually might have worked. Grab pummel once and up throw. Might have given you the distance to get that forward air off, but not at 0, unfortunately. Look for the tech. Oh, nice. Automatic smash the item. Yeah, this is where waiting really comes in handy on that edge guard. Going for that long back air can be really difficult when they go deep, because if you just waited and saw they went that low, then you just teleport, grab the ledge, and cookies. Oh, hey, saved you though. Didn't even teleport stall. Just teleport to center, recover. Nice, down tilt, down. Oh, interesting recovery. That was really smart by him. That's why I usually don't like going for down airs. But that was really good on the Fox's part. And now it's getting all kinds of damages. Yeah. Trying to escape from the down tilts, going for those high approaches. High approaches beat down tilt spam. So that's why you have to mix up those grab setups. Micro space against your grab. Yeah, fox things. Oh, smash isn't gonna kill. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Nice, take ledge. Back throw. There it is. Nice, nice. Oh, should have kept it charged. It would have potentially shield stabbed him. Ooh, you have to be very careful going that low using your double jump, because any good fox would have just went down and shine spiked you. So remember, shine is invincible. The frame that comes out on, like it's absolute. There's nothing you have that beats it, because teleport is invincible in frame 8, so you can be extremely preemptive in order to guard against it. And you're at a position where up smash and up throw up air will kill. But it looks like you squeezed out that win. So now it's going to go Falco on Yoshi's. Shine off the top is always a pain in the butt, but I always find Falco a lot easier to manage than Fox, just because Falco's a lot easier to edge guard. Lasers can be annoying, but once you learn how to move out of shield, it's really not too bad. Ooh, he should have killed you there. Always shield those knockdowns. 90% chance they're gonna... Oh, down smash, baby. Down smash. Down smash gives you a better angle than forward smash every time. And it hits below stage better, too. It's only active for 1 frame though, but you only need the 1 frame to hit Fox and Falco out of the upbeats. Nice. Good inhibition control, not going for the grab there. Like you either had to react instantly and grab, or you held your water, which is really good, and you got some mileage out of that. Interesting. Could have went straight up and avoided that, but a little bit about closing that. And a little bit of trouble, but all you need is one touch, and you can bring it back. Probably should have saved that Shadow Ball. And neutral like that, Reflector is going to be really, really bad. Usually want to save it for when you get tech chase opportunities, or if you know they're for sure going to shuffle approach at you, not come from top platform. Never want to throw it against someone top platform camping, because they're always going to try to reset on you. Alright. Stomps. Yeah, it looks like you kind of have a little bit of a Falco problem. And he's starting to cook too since he has the lead. He's playing with a lot more confidence than he did with his spots. Making a comeback against Falcos that play like that can be difficult. Nice touch, one touch. There you go, that's a good edge guard. Yeah, just keep in mind that your dash away is not as good as like every other character. Even though Mewtwo's dash speed is like a little bit above average, it's not, it's not excellent, but the tail is a big part of that. That's why pivots kind of have to be utilized more, because you dash away and you pivot against them to avoid them stabbing your tail. Because you're basically, wherever you dash, you're always where you were, even on that same frame, because of the tail. So that's why you usually want to do like pivot or turnaround shield options, just to move your tail out of the way, and now you have shield grab opportunities when they're trying to reach you. Learning to shield, wave dash, and shield, drop shield, and move with pretty much any character, but Mewtwo especially is really, really important. But yeah, FD, you got monster combos, always pummel. Pummel gives you better combos. He actually could have shined you out of that, but he wasn't aware, instead was mashing double jump, which is good for you. Nice counter claw. Nice way to hold the shield. In those situations, I love disable out of shield versus down tilt, because a lot of times they'll always do like 2, or they might do another option like 4 tilt because they saw that they misspaced, and disable will catch them like the majority of the time. Probably should just watch it for the back air there. When you get that reverse hit on, they are like almost never ever going to be even or above, so just drop off in back air, and it's difficult for them to ever punish you with like a 4B. Oh, nice back throw. Oh, killed himself though. Yeah, probably would have opted to still combo from there, because that's still a good combo percentage. But take the kill. And KO. Yeah, playing against back air with Falco is pretty difficult. You basically just have to get a good feel for their timing rhythm, and they are vulnerable. It's just that you have to be airtight. Yeah, it's a bit slow on that reaction. There we go, up throw. Oh, 4. I was still up for up forward air in that situation. Up air doesn't really combo that well till like around here. Going for these shine finishers, which fortunately for you are not as strong at FD. Strangely there, I probably would have opted for down throw or back throw in that position. Up throw now is not going to combo very well. And so you need to, yeah, you really need to pummel. The double back air works. Oh no, but you full hop instead of back, short hop. Remember to utilize your teleports. After those long hits, you can just like short hop teleport, get it as close to the ground as possible, And as long as you're in the air, you get 4 frames landing lag. It's super good for following up, because then you just follow with a dash afterward, and you can get your grab follow-up. Because they're almost always going to tech in place or tech roll away, and that teleport is going to be really good for covering those long techs. Forward throw was probably a mistake. Forward throw is the worst throw to utilize as Mewtwo. It does the least amount of damage. I believe it tops out at 8%. And it gives you 0 follow-ups unless they're against a wall and don't tech. Right, no. Good job closing out that. Alright, so now I should be playing Sheik against you, according to this video. And we'll see where he wants to take you.
Survival. Zelda.
Fountain.
Ready?
Yeah, it's pretty common. Fountain's not... I don't like Fountain as Mewtwo, because the ceiling is 15%. Well, I mean, it's good. And this matchup it's double-edged, because the ceiling is 15% higher, so that means you have to work 15% harder for your up throw kills. And Sheik is one of the harder characters to kill because she's a natural, closer to a fast faller. So on this stage, she drives at like roughly at 145%. Always be careful double jumping against Sheik. That was a good edge guard. Down throw is really, really strong against Sheik. I would recommend using that at 0 instead of ever back throwing. Most of the time, Sheik's just gonna DI in and try to mash A at you. Nice job recognizing those automatic smash DI down attempts against your down tilt. Usually those take a lot of practice. But if you have those down this early, unless it's just dumb luck, but if you actually are able to react to those or anticipate those consistently, then that's really good. That's the majority of your damage. As Mewtwo. Back throw. And then grab ledge, rinse, repeat. Oh, you gotta be a little bit faster than that. But yeah, basically you have the right idea. Just keep back throwing, rinse, repeat until they're at up throw KO, or they mess up and go and DI too far away. Yeah, just a bit out range. Hey, you got the vertical loop down. That's not too bad. Oh, I didn't stab him. That sucks. Down throw, forward throw. Oh, there he is. Down throw him at these percentage. Oh, but you got the gimps. Probably could have got one more DJ back air in there, and that would have killed. Yeah, in those situations there, it's something I haven't really done myself enough, but it's something I've definitely noticed. When I go for those long back airs against your shield, they don't get a third double jump. You have enough time to steal the ledge from them because their little poof, their invincibility on their up B doesn't happen until frame 18, so their explosion doesn't happen until around then too. And you might be able to beat them to the ledge whenever they go for stuff like that, because they can't wall jump from that position, at least on that stage. And if they wall jump, they can like needle turn around and grab ledge potentially before you get there. But if they're forced to up B, you should be able to actually grab the ledge against them all the time. And that's something I'm going to start trying to implement. when I fight against Sheiks in the future. Just kind of mentally train yourself to think of it. Oh no! Oh, you restart. Alright. That didn't happen. Stadium against Sheik is not too bad. The ceiling being lower is double-edged, but it works a little bit more in your favor because you get a little 5% earlier with your throws. And Sheik is you mostly want to DI Sheik down throw to eat her forward air and not her up air. So generally speaking, you shouldn't be dying off the top as much against her. Neutral air. This is where teleport would have been really nice. You could have teleport followed to get underneath that platform, and then threaten neutral air up tilts against her. Good DI. Ledge, nice scene. Look at that reversal. Look how much space you got. Just because she stayed on that platform and didn't cover the ground. Like now, if you just maintained your presence here, like Sheik is cornered, and staying on that platform is really good for you. Although, if you're here, her drop back air is really dangerous because it could potentially kill you. But in general, this is really good for you just because it limits a lot of what she can do. That was a good punish on their part. Too many down tilts with down tilts are not good. Like after the first one, you probably should just be looking at what they're doing. The second one, maybe if they wanted to try to punish the first one, but the third is, I think, just a little too much. And got killed for it. But next grab plus 2 pummels will kill. So another thing I always recommend: learn your magic numbers. You don't. The magic numbers are your up throw kill percentages on every character. You don't need to know, the exact percentage on every stage. But I use FD as a benchmark since that's my favorite stage. I would recommend that you learn your percentages based on your favorite stage, like the stage that you're usually going to counterpick to, in a best of 5. Because once you know your stage's percentages, every other stage is basically about the same percentage of difference. So as I mentioned before, Pokemon Stadium is about 5% smaller off the top or shorter off the top than FD. So you want to learn your percentages relative to that. So if you go to FD, so like 5% higher than Stadium, then Fountain would be 20%. And then Yoshi Story would be 12% smaller, and then Dreamland would be like 30 or 43% higher than Pokemon Stadium. Dreamland has the biggest discrepancy in stage size out of all the neutral stages. And that'll kill. Good job. I don't know how I feel about Mewtwo. I feel like Mewtwo versus Sheik in the rocks can actually be pretty good for Mewtwo, because if you can get a grab, it makes your down throw really effective. Ooh. Interesting turnaround back air, but yeah, back air is just so rarely they answer. Yeah, always DI to eat the slap. Never DI to up air. Up air will always kill earlier. It's never worth it. And most everyone can react to the DI. Like there's no good to DI mixed up against it. Yeah, Shadow Ball to down tilt is a really good follow-up. Especially against Shield, if you space it right. Usually want to space for tip though, but you'll get that with practice. Oh, I didn't get the good landing lag. There we go, down tilt, down tilt. Ah, re-grab on that. After that first one, should just re-grabbed and down throw again. And that's gonna... Yeah, don't forget about up tilt. Although with shield dropping being as popular as it is, up tilt might actually still be a bad habit. Neutral air is the best, but in that situation, up tilt had a good chance of possibly shield stabbing. But Sheik's shield is the best in the game, so like Sheik's shield is the same size as Mewtwo's in comparison. Like Mewtwo is like huge, and Sheik is like slender, so. The only reason to do it is just to get the shadow balls off the wall. It's not even that good. It's just because they can be checked. But it always looks good. Ooh, nice. I probably would have opted for up there and there just so you can get the edge guard opportunity. But no, at least you got the damage. That's the most important thing. Because from here, you basically just need a down tilt forward air, or a couple of throws. Oh wow, he just ate it. Oh no, into his embrace. Alright, you messed up the forward air, which is good, but you ate weird. Oh no, that's probably death. And that's not good. So yeah, overall not too bad. I think your Falco matchup is, I mean Yoshi's is generally gonna be tough for Mewtwo against Falco, but it's especially apparent though that I think against Falco with platforms that you struggle a bit more than even you did with Fox. Or maybe that's just his most comfortable character. He did look the most comfortable with his Falco, but and he wasn't even lasering you all that much. So most of it you really could have. It was just a pure spacing game that I think could have played a little bit better and work on some of your timings against like the back air walls. Against Sheik, a lot of the game is really going to come down to really perfectly spaced down tilt so that she can't just couch cancel forward tilt you as easily. Utilizing the IASA frames on the down tilt to get your shield up quickly, anticipating that Sheik's going to retaliate almost instantly because every button Sheik has is basically faster than Mewtwo's. I think Sheik's down tilt comes out the same time as Mewtwo's too. So like all the stats are really in Sheik's favor. So a lot of it is really just going to come down to how you can kind of space perfect down tilts against them, see how they press a button, and then go for grab opportunities, or just finding moments of weakness where you can actually just invade Sheik space and get a raw grab, and really utilizing down throw and tech chasing as a way to kind of get the percentage that you need to get kills on her. Because Sheik is really, really annoying. She's really like she has an iron wall that's really difficult for Mewtwo to get through, but it is doable just because down tilt spacing is comparable to Sheik's range. So with a good enough neutral, you can work against all of her really strong ground options. And when she short hops, her mobility is really limited, so you can kind of try to space around when she's going to land and time your wave dashes against those landing timings. Because when she double jumps, she's not going to be able to instantly retaliate on you, and you get underneath her with a well-timed wave dash anyway. And now your up tilt gets unlocked, and you can utilize that really well. Whenever Sheik's above you, you have a really strong advantage. So I hope that helps. And yeah, if you have any additional questions, feel free to hit me up. So anyone who's watching this now or watching the VODs later, I'm doing set analysis. If you want to send any to me, just hit me up. I'm doing them for $5, $5 a set, and yeah, I can do pretty much any character, not just Mewtwo. I play 24 out of 26 characters pretty competently. So, all right, with that, I'm going to shut that down for now so I can save the VOD, and I might stream a little bit later, might stream League or something else, but thank you, one person who might be watching. It looks like Hot Blue 1337. And anyone else watching the VOD, shout outs to you too. All right, peace.